Good evening. Can someone please confirm if you can see my screen? Cool. Thanks, Devendra. Yeah, thanks. Okay. तो आज हम लोग एक कॉल इनपुट के एडिशन मतलब प्रीमियम ऐड करके उस पे कंडीशंस कैसे बनाते हैं और बेसिकली जोड़ी प्राइस जो बोलते हैं वो तो एटीएम स्ट्राइक का कॉल और पुट दोनों के OHLC ओपन हाई लो क्लोज डेटा को सम करके कंबाइंड क्लोज सीरीज के ऊपर कैसे conditions लिख सकते हैं. So we'll see that. So, so this strategy will be an option selling strategy on call and put, and we will trade only on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So these will be our trading day, and we will use a moving average on 1 minute candle of call plus put premium. Okay. So we'll start with the condition part. तो जैसे आप पोजीशन कीवर्ड यूज करके क्लोज सीरीज सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं तो दिस पार्ट विल रिमेन सेम. ओके. अब मुझे क्लोज प्राइस सिर्फ एक पर्टिकुलर कॉल या पुट का नहीं चाहिए, मुझे यहाँ पे क्लोज प्राइस चाहिए कॉल प्लस पुट प्राइस का. so for that we have one keyword. उसके लिए कीवर्ड है which is called OHLC sum. तो ये कीवर्ड बेसिकली दो इंस्ट्रूमेंट एक्सेप्ट करता है एज पैरामीटर और उन दोनों का जो एडिशन है क्लोज प्राइस का दैट विल बी रिटर्न. तो सबसे पहले हम इसका कैंडल टाइप 1 मिनट कर देते हैं. यहाँ पे विल सेलेक्ट कॉल. तो निफ्टी बैंक with current peak option call ATM strike. Here similarly we'll use bank put of ATM. Okay. तो इससे हमें क्लोज प्राइस मिलेगा एंड वी विल ट्रेड if this value is less than EMA of the same. So here we will use EMA of let's say last 15 minutes. Of OHLC sum, where again we have to define the same thing. So the basic idea here is uh, the combined premium of call and put on Wednesday and Thursdays are like collapsing. So once it starts going below its 10-period moving average on 1 minute candle, then just short the saddle and see if you can make a profit there. So one can use the same keyword, the sum of OHLC in different ways based on their requirement. So yeah, so call and put, and the candle type will be again 1 minute. And of course, we have two more conditions, which is we want to take trade only if today is Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, so we can use weekday keyword directly. So if weekday is equal to 1 is for Monday, so 2 Tuesday and 3 is for Wednesday. So if today is if current weekday is 3 or weekday is equal to number 4, that will be for Thursday. So for this, I have created a group, and in group we have added two conditions. One is checking if it is Wednesday, second is checking if it is Thursday, and we are using or condition here. So either it can be Wednesday or Thursday, and this condition should be true. So you can use a group when you want to have different logical operations on multiple conditions. So once our conditions are complete, so we can just submit it. And the positions that we want to take here are call and put or and we'll select put for Bank Nifty current week on lot. So basically we are taking EMA of 15 candles of sum of call price and put price of ATM, and if close is going below the EMA of same, then we are shorting the call and put. At the same time, we are also checking that this trade should happen only on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So this is the criteria or the rules for entering into positions in this strategy. And exit we can keep based on PNL. So if PNL goes above certain number, let's say 5,000, then we'll exit. Or if PNL goes below certain number, let's say minus 3,500. So this becomes my stop loss. And it's a intraday strategy. So time greater than number 15, 15, let's say. So these will be the exit conditions. And also we can have some more extra conditions. So let's say before taking a short position, I want to check like on day of expiry, this value should not be less than 120 rupees. So the combined premium of call and put should be at least more than 120. Then only I will short it. So you can have one more additional condition. You'll just paste the same, and you'll check this value should be greater than equal to number 120. So before selling the options, it will check whether its combined premium is at least 120 rupees or not. So yeah, once the strategy is complete, we can create the strategy, allow to duplicate. So you all can copy this strategy template for this from this link. Also, this I mean, this is just an example on how to use OHLC sums. Similarly, we have one more keyword, which is OHLC spread, which basically gives the difference between uh, two two instruments. So let's see how to use that. So here, if you use OHLC spread, so it will basically do take a difference between the first and second instrument. So if I write Nifty futures here and Bank Nifty futures in the next cell, then it will find the difference between future price of Nifty and Bank Nifty. In case if you want to write a condition based on that, so logic depends on how you want to use it, but even that is possible. So OHLC spread and OHLC sum. So these are two keywords which I wanted to discuss in this webinar. So yeah, for this week in strategy creation part, it's this much only. We can move to Q&A and discuss if you have any questions related to any particular strategy or any conditions. There should be a plan, something between retail and retail plus. The price difference is big. Those who want continuous condition checking, okay with 5 deployments. Yeah, but Nitish, so the prices of all the plans are dependent on the resources required to check the conditions on a continuous basis of your strategy, because it needs more resources. That's why the price of plan is higher compared to retail plan. Please show the entry conditions again. Sure, I will. You can also duplicate the strategy from the given link on chat, and here is the condition. So I'm checking the close should be less than EMA of same, and we are checking conditions on current peak option. So if you have any questions related to it, okay. Suppose we have two legs in set one with repair once condition for each. In set two, we enter only if set one repair has done using credit price. In set two, we also have repair query how to make set two not to repeat. If you want set two not to repeat, or basically if you want any set not to take any trade once it has taken a trade for a counter, you can just add one condition. Is my voice clear and audible? Because I see some comments in chat that's not audible. Okay, fine. Cool. Thank you. So for any set, basically, if I don't want this position to be entered again or this entry to be checked again, I can just write one additional condition. For entry conditions of whatever type of instrument I'm trading, be it call or put, if its quantity is that particular instrument is 0, then only it should enter the field. If I have two set and strategy can enter both the set once, so I can just use any particular option and check its value. Like if I'm shorting one slot in one call in set one and one call in set two, then instead of number, I'll check something like this. Sorry, 25, so 50. So one lot of Bank Nifty is 25. So set one enters, it will this value will be 25. If set two enters, it will become 50, and then again it will not check the same condition again, or it will not enter in the same set entry condition again. So I hope this resolves your query. yeah, position detail will be at strategy level, not at set level. So in that case, instead of comparing it with zero, you can just check whether the total traded quantity is less than or equal to some number. So this way you can uh, manage uh, the count of entry to be satisfied. I want to create a target of 1% whenever entry be done. I need LTP list of stocks. Okay, so how to write an exit condition based on entry logic or based on entry. So let's say if I select Nifty 50 as my list, and or if I have any customized list, okay, and I have written an entry condition, and I want to exit at 1% target profit. So I can write my exit condition as LTP of the list name greater than entry price. This is typically if you're trading with cash list or futures list. I mean, if you're trading in equities or futures. If you're trading with options, then instead of entry price, you should use traded instrument name or traded instrument keyword number 1.01. So this is how you can write a target profit condition. So you can take a screenshot of this. Um, and still, if you're facing any issues, then please connect with website support. They'll help you to fix it. Okay. I want to short both Nifty and Bank Nifty option at different times. If I am shorting Bank Nifty options through entry conditions, and when PNL less than some criteria, then I want to short Bank Nifty options through repair once. I'm not able to do it through repair once. Mm, Vijay, if you have already created your strategy, then you please send the screenshot of the conditions that you have written to they'll be able to help what changes you can make to your strategy to make it work. Can we check entry condition on call or put chart mm, with prices below rupees 30? That means all the entry condition checked in option chart final candle of which price is below. No, you cannot check conditions on a particular option based. I mean, the strike selection based on its LTP. It has to be either ATM or something, a few steps above or below ATM. But of course, you can check one more thing, like if you're selecting ATM plus 3, an OTM option, then you can also check whether its close prices or its LTP is below 30 or no. So someone has written the complete strategy conditions. So on this, we cannot create the whole strategy. If you want your strategy to be created by us, you can just update this form and send it to us. Uh, okay, in the morning I took Bank Nifty options with different legs. Okay, so I think this is again something related to particular strategy and its condition. You can just post the conditions that didn't work in I mean, you can send it to support team. They'll help you with it. Support at the rate and sending the email ID on the chat. You can just write to them. SLM position in repair once is better or enter in condition. So Srinivas, it depends on what kind of logic you're working with. So many a time there is a spike where it takes all the SLs, and as the SLM order will be pre-placed in exchange, so in any spike it can get traded, but if it's on condition check, then you may get saved from those whipsaws. But at the same time, the slippages will be less in case of SLM, uh, because as the order is pre-placed in exchange, so it will get you a better and fast execution. So of course, it's a trade-off whether you should use SLM or condition check. Depends on your strategy requirement. Can we store LTP of a trade uh, conditionally to a memory storage variable so that we can use it for target trailing? No, it is not possible from condition builder to store any particular LTP at any given time. If SLM order is not triggered and universal exit happens, will SLM order be cancelled? Yes. So whenever universal exit condition is satisfied, all the open uh, orders of SLM, whichever are pending, get cancelled. I have a condition of volume. First 5 minutes volume should be greater than yesterday's 75 volume candles in 5 minute chart. So to fetch first 5 minute candle volume, you can choose a condition like this. So first you'll check whether time is greater than equal to 9:19. So at 9:20 you will be checking. So we know that first candle is completed, and the time value indicator value is the keyword which you can use to get the volume of any particular instrument or future. Let's say Nifty futures. So this particular keyword will give me a volume of Nifty futures for first 5 minute candle. So 9:15 is the start time of the first 5 minute candle. So whatever is volume, that value we will check only after 9:20, and you can compare this with any indicator. Let's say, so you want to use EMA or maximum of highest high value of last 75 volume candles. So you can take EMA of volume of 75 candles, something like that. Okay, in Zebu, partial orders get executed, meaning 2 out of 4 legs remaining errors out. Not sure it's brokers or Patreon side. Any insight? Actually, there are some orders were getting rejected at Zebu portal, and we have initiated a talk with them regarding this. So they were upgrading their servers this week, so most probably this issue should get resolved by Monday from their end, and the execution should be fine. But if you still face any issue, then please report it to us, so we can again check with them. As per your previous video, after stop loss fail in a set, next call in that set is taking, but suddenly exiting. I want multi-trade, but stop loss fail. So trailing stop loss. So if you want to trail a stop loss, for now there is only this one option which works as at portfolio level. So this trailing stop loss option where you have to put the profit number in absolute as an absolute value. Like for a starter, I want to initiate my trailing stop at 3,500 profit, and how I want to increment my trailing stop loss with every rupee increase in profit, like this. And the second question is like it is exiting suddenly, so maybe you have. I'm not sure if you have made any changes to the existing condition in the strategy, because otherwise it is working fine in my my deployment. Stock should be greater than rupees 100. I want the stock should be great. So just you have to check LTP of that particular stock should be greater than, just one more and condition with LTP greater than 100. That's it. So whatever your condition is, just add one more additional condition that LTP of that instrument should be greater than 100, and only those stocks will be taken into consideration for checking condition and trading. Can orders be placed uh, on the basis of spread in case of options? In a way, yes, but again, it will be limited to a defined strike. So you can write a condition like okay, so something like this. LTP, let's say, of Nifty of this this week expiry and 11,500 call. Okay, this value minus okay, so I have to write again. I deleted it by mistake. So 11,500 call LTP minus 11,600 call, let's say. So now this is a spread. So I want to buy or sell it only, I want to sell this spread only if this value is less than certain number. I know right now it is about 50. So if it goes below 40, then only I want to enter the position. So here you can write to buy. So your position will be buy 11,500 call and sell 11,600 call. So in this way, you can write the entry and exit conditions both if you want to write conditions on spreads. Algo trading, we can trail our target as per market movement of traded as per your stop loss scale. We trail only target of individual leg if it is possible when the sweetness of algo trading. Any direct or indirect method for target trailing, please check. So it's basically a limitation on the condition builder page where we cannot you know uh, apply a trailing logic on or at set level or for any particular individual leg. It can be customized in some cases. So if you have any particular requirement, please write to us and you can send your requirement here and we'll get back to you how it can be done for your particular strategy. If you have a particular trailing logic which you want to apply for your strategy, just send us the requirements. We'll get back to you. Okay, so to explain the trailing stop loss logic, I'll show it. I'll give you an example how it will work. So let's say if I buy for simplicity, let's consider I have bought one Nifty future, okay, and I have set this as 4,000. So if my profit reaches 3,500, trailing stop loss will not be activated, okay. And now even if PNL goes below zero, my positions will still remain open. As soon as PNL reaches 4,000 rupees, trailing stop loss will get activated and will be set as zero. Okay. So now once PNL has reached 4,000, after that, if PNL of all the open position in strategy. So in this case, we have got only one future of Nifty. So as soon as PNL goes below zero, it will exit all the positions. So zero is my trailing stop loss at the moment. Now I can define with every 100 rupee increase in profit, I want to increase my trailing stop loss by 100 rupees. So if my profit uh, PNL becomes 4,100, my trailing stop loss will be 100. If PNL becomes 4,200, trailing stop loss will become 200. Like this. So if this reaches 5,000, my trailing stop loss will stand at 1,000 rupees. So now if PNL goes below 1,000 rupees, strategy will exit the position. So you can have different ways to increment your trailing stop loss as well. So after 4,000, let's say with every 1 rupee increase in profit, I want to increase trailing stop loss by 2 rupees. So it's so after 4,000, as my profit increases, trailing stop loss will increase aggressively. So if profit reaches 5,000, trailing stop loss will stand at 2,000 rupees. Or if you don't want that aggressive increment in trailing stop loss, you want your position to, you want to give more room to your position for, catching the trend, then you can have something like this. With every 3 rupee increase in profit, increase trailing stop loss by just 2 rupees. So if my PNL becomes 7,000, which is 3,000 rupee increase from after this point, then trailing stop loss will stand at 2,000 rupees, something like that. So I hope this gives an idea how trailing stop loss logic works and what you can fill in these fields. Will you create strategy free of charge for me or any charges? So you can check the strategy templates here. So there are many templates available for free. If any of these templates meet your requirement, you can just duplicate it in your account and change the parameters as per your requirement. But if it is something specific, any specific logic you want us to build, then it will be chargeable. I want the stocks gap up by 2.5% or greater. How can I write that? So you just have to check the open price and previous day's close price for that. So, so something like this. Open price of today. So position will be 0. Here you'll write the instrument details divided by position close of previous day. So for previous day's close, we'll use -1. So if this value is greater than number 1.025, so this will be your condition to check a gap up of 2.5%. You can take a screenshot if you want. So it is just checking whether today's open divided by previous day's close is greater than this number. Which is better, VWAP or VWAP series in intraday 5-minute candle? Uh, so depends. VWAP series is it can be used when you want to check VWAP at a particular time point before before current candle, and VWAP is just the volume weighted average at the moment from beginning of the day. But let's say if you want to check what was the VWAP at 11 a.m., then you need to use VWAP series. So Both will result almost the same value for the current candle, but if you want to check value at any time before current candle, then VWAP series needs to be used. If we have trading view signal to trigger TT order, if we directly put that price and entry, which is effective in terms of quick execution, in second wise, uh, time is very critical in strategy. Hmm. Both will be same. Uh, both will be same. I mean, the time required to check condition uh, and the time required to fetch an API signal and check the condition will be as good as same. So won't make any difference. Do we have any keyword to find swing high and swing low? No, I don't. No, I don't think we have any any keyword to find swing high, swing low. If you have any logic for that, any calculations, then you can share it with us. We can, if that is possible to be created on condition builder, we'll let you know. Sure. Okay, so I think we have covered all the questions. If I have missed any of your questions, you can just repost it. We'll wait for next 2 minutes. Uh, okay, for buy order, how to put SL on low of the candle whose high was broken. So yeah, this cannot be done. There is no way to store a particular candle uh, values like high and low in. Uh, I mean, you cannot store a reference point or a reference price using condition builder as of now. So that is not there. If you want to exit based on previous candles low and high, then that is possible. But if you want to refer to entry candle, that is not possible. In a strategy with list, if I want that there should be minimum gap between two trades opened by any set. Say if it has 10 scripts, one position is open at 9:30, second script shall not open before. Okay. No, that is not possible actually. I mean, there is no keyword to check this. Like there should be this much time difference between two different scripts or two different stocks of the same list. Of course, you can put a condition like time should be greater than entry time plus some number for the same script, but not for different scripts. I want the SMA volume should be greater than 5 lakh of 20 days. So I think I have shown how you can compare the volume. But again, I mean, the way we are using EMA of close, you can use EMA of volume. So position EMA of. So here you can write the period. So let's say 25 days, and instead of close, you can use volume. And you can compare this with any number. So this should be greater than 5 lakhs. So this will become your condition. Can we find any indicator value conditionally? That is LTP is equal to LTP plus. Is it possible? No, didn't get your question exactly, but I'm not sure. I think what you're looking for is scanning through a list of stocks and finding a particular value in that. No, it is not possible. I have a strategy wherein I need to buy or sell based on the range of two bullish candles or two bearish candles in 3 minute chart time frame, and it is based on RSI moving average. There is fixed time. How can I do it? Sorry, Vijay, I didn't understand the exact requirement. Maybe you can write to support team with the exact requirement, and if you have already built some conditions, just send a screenshot. It will help us to understand what you have built, and we can help you on that. Is there any way to buy the quantity divided by high low of third candle? Yeah, this is possible, and this is explained in our ORB strategy. So you can just check that where it has shown how one can use the ORB keyword uh, to find out the quantity for every stock based on the high low range. What is keyword array where it is used? So so when you want to divide close, let's say if I want to take a division of close by 5 and I want to use it in any calculation, then you can use that. So again, it has to be used in position keyword, and then let's say if I want to take sorry, I want to multiply the close value or EMA. Let's say I want to get a channel of EMA 1.02, so 2% above the EMA value of uh, close. So in that case, you can use this multiply array. So it basically multiplies or divides or adds a number to a given array. It can be anything: open, high, low, close, or volume. If SL is at say 90, price goes up by more than 2 of the entry price, SL will be at 91. Didn't understand anything, Nishit. Sorry. Okay, so I think we're done with all the questions. If there's anything left, you can please write to us at support@ratron.tech. We'll be happy to answer your queries. Sorry, Kamlesh, I think I missed your questions earlier. Please write to us at support. I think support team will answer your query by today or max tomorrow. So yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. Have a happy weekend. Hope this session was informative. Bye.